What is this?
It's from the club, so the chemicals.
Okay, and welcome back. It's another episode of No Boundaries after another month of not doing shit. But we're in Athens. We're in a top secret location that I thought for a second that my social climbing efforts had finally paid off. But then she made sure to notify me that there's not a lot of money involved in this. But for a second, I was there. It's like a super old, beautiful building in the middle of the center. We can kind of listen to a lot of basic people dancing. And it's fucked up because we were there like 3 weeks ago. It's an area in Athens where we just don't go there unless we have to eat at 4 a.m. and everything else is closed. And it's always been the place where like every basic person goes to listen to Greek music, and we hate them because we're elitist. That thing we're better than them. So we were there like 3 weeks ago. Everything was closed. Like every bar could only work outside. You couldn't go in just only to piss with a mask. And then we went by there, and there were like hundreds of people dancing inside with no mask. Because apparently now there's like a deal with the cops, old school vibes. Just pay off a couple of dudes, and you can do whatever you want. Hello everyone. It's been a long time. I'm in Athens. I'm pink now. For those of you that don't have social media, because I've been doing a campaign about my pink, neon pink, now becoming sea, salt, sun, washed out, beautiful pink. But enough about me. Okay, we haven't decided fully on the name of the episode. Okay, let's figure it out now. It's like, first of all, there's 4 people in the room, terrace, balcony situation. It's Firuza from Pistachio land. It's Despina Krezia. We're all crazy about you. It's Fotini, Stamatelo, Felotelo, Melotelo, we're going to address later in this podcast. And it's Marios that I don't have enough information for to even make a silly joke about. You're going to hear from all of them. And okay, so this episode, it's called...
Music to drop your vintage LaCroix earrings.
That's too much, honey.
Okay.
Music to drop your earrings to while being chased by guards
And
around
dogs.
and dogs around the acropolis
During the full moon.
during the full moon while a vampire picks them up for you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to this podcast to figure out the title of it when I have to name it again. This one is
Full moon
a...
is included.
What?
Full moon is included.
Full moon is
I
included.
think it's very necessary.
I think so too. I don't know if they can listen to you very well, but we're gonna work that way. We have the new lazy eye microphone, which is very lazy eye, and it's currently taped with paper. Do you call this like paper tape?
Yes.
The
Like-
useless one?
Yeah, like the papery tape. I think that's the word on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
environmentally friendly?
yeah. It dissolves in one day and becomes a tree.
Oh.
Because Firuza found the shortest XLR cable that's ever been created. I think like even if you look for it, you won't find it. I think there's only one left in the world. I think it's like 20 centimeters long. Not that I would know these distances by heart, just from seeing it. Anyway, so we're gonna make it work somehow. It's another DIY lazy eye production because we're normally super high budget, but this time it kind of happened out of the blue, and we had to improvise. Nice. So how it's gonna work is like, I guess I'm gonna be joined by like one person at a time, so you don't hear 4 Greek people and Firuza just kind of babbling on top of each other, and we're each gonna play a track. There's gonna be every round we're gonna have a helper that's gonna go inside into the system and play that song. So yeah, we're making it work everywhere we go. I think I should play one of my tracks now and one at the end because I'm the host. So it's like it's my podcast. Okay, so should I give someone like the first track to start it off, and then they go inside, play it, right? You can talk. It's fine. It's like it's allowed. Okay. So my first track is called "Forever Dolphin Love,"
Aw,
um, and
please.
it's by Conan Mocassin.
Would you like to write it yourself?
I will write it. Yes, and okay, I will write it, and then we'll play it. Is this? Oh, it's right. It's nice.
This is
Uh,
a pen that's probably 50 years old. We found it on the street with other DDR stationery that hasn't been used, and I think the owner died.
You can tell from the state of the pen that the owner died.
But no, it's not used, but I have never seen such a pen.
I think they were kind of popular when we were kids in Greece, right? Those kind of
Yes.
little like marker pens.
Crayon.
But
Uh,
it's too short.
it is too short. That's how you deducted that it's 50 years old, because it used to be very long, and now after 50 years of writing, okay. I'm sorry.
It looks uncircumcised.
It looks uncircumcised. Okay, should we go to the first track?
Would
Can-
you like to?
Yes. You.
This is going to be a very slow process. Sure, I'll go inside. Nice. How was I love how the title is not inspired at all by real life.
No, it has never happened. It's a dream, and it will never happen again.
Are we gonna address it later when it's your turn to play songs, or do you want to talk about something else?
Well, I'm not so sure. Is there a possibility of the vampire boy listening to the podcast?
No, absolutely none, honey. I can barely make my own friends listen to it, let alone cool strangers that live in Berlin. Never gonna happen.
You never know.
I mean-
prefer to leave the details behind and focus on the magic of it.
Right.
Possibly.
Right, let's not talk about it. We'll talk about something else. You're a pool of infinite information. Okay, first track.
dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. My toasty, she has no hair. I'll talk to her forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. And Don's life, he's turning heads. He talks to her forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. For memories that never change of Dalston, forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. The backbeat never change. The Dalston, forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. The Midway and Everdell, Dobston and ever backward place. Ha 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 ha. The Midway and Everdell and Boston, forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha. For memories that never change. Dalston, forever, dolphin love. Ha 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 ha.
And we're back. The balcony is half empty now. I think
Yes.
Yeah.
people have already lost interest in this
they got bored and
operation.
they left.
I always just keep dragging people into my shit, just hoping that they're gonna love it. We're back. That was Forever Dolphin Love by Conan Macassin. and we're back. Firuza's been in Athens for like 2 days, 3 days?
2.
2 days.
Hasn't been through yet.
Yeah. So yeah, Firuza is from the Berlin crew. She joined in Athens. She's been here for 2 days. She's already done way more interesting stuff than we have in the last 25 years of living in Athens, which is very annoying. But we're very happy for you. It's just only a little bit annoying, and we're only a little bit jealous and very happy. Yeah, you've gone at it. I love seeing like people when they go on vacation and they're not just being like complacent and they're kind of like seizing the moment. You're very kind of, I don't know.
Well, it started from the packing moment. So I didn't think of bringing my glass and plastic dildo, obviously.
No, yeah, sorry.
But I was like, okay, I've been really connected with my vibrator and I'm
Yes.
going on a really long vacation. I'll be out for at least 1.5 months.
Did you
So
leave
I'm
your
like-
vibrator behind?
So the question was, am I going to fuck or I am taking my vibrator and having a sad alone vacation? So I decided to leave my vibrator behind.
Fuck yeah. That's getting into the mindset, baby. Yes.
I left my vibrator behind and
And now you're stranded on an island and you have to
Yeah.
make do with what you find.
yeah, you see.
That is brilliant.
I don't think that I could make it without you. I need a little kick. Like seriously,
You mean me or the vibrator?
no you.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Not the vibrator.
Okay, I apologize. Nice. Do you want to talk about last night and very vague details? You've inspired the title of this podcast. I feel like it's a shame if we don't acknowledge it at all.
Well, the thing is, I am really surprised at seeing myself flirting. I feel like it's a joke because I'll spend like 2 hours looking at a guy and just making up stories behind it with the friends that I have in the moment currently. But when they decide to do something about it and then try to introduce or something, things happen. I don't know.
Yeah, but you also like you're painting a picture like you seize the moment, like you're very kind of spontaneous, like you let it it's not like a difficult, like I've seen it happen the last couple of days. It hasn't taken much. Right, like it's not a difficult process.
But it's also been a really slow season before that.
So,
There's also the effect of that. And the thing is, by the end of
I love using when you use like terminology. It's been a slow season, like it's a hunting. Like yeah, I didn't.
it's a hunting season, a predator comes out of me and I'm really shocked. There's a friend of mine. She is like the most vicious flirter person I've ever seen. So we'll see a guy at the same moment and she will not even notice that I want to flirt with him. I'm gonna go slow, try to touch, like hold his hand, say your hands are cold or something, and then I'm gonna disappear for 1 second and she's making out with the guy. So I
Fuck.
feel like
That's annoying.
she doesn't notice that I'm
Yeah.
holding his hand.
I'm
That's
the same.
point.
It takes me like at least 6 months to even kind of think of like making some sort of move. I'm a slow burn.
Yeah, but you know, when you kick and try to introduce or try to get us to be in a conversation, I'm like, oh, all right, we have to do something. With
Right,
the
but-
panic.
Right, there's a panic, but I think it's a sweet, like, I think last night really like made it happen in a very kind of sweet way, where it just kind of, he got kind of closer and closer to our group, and then at some point we're like, hey, yeah, because I also like love when people do that for me, not that they do it often, because can do it more often, but you know when like, you know when people are like, if you're interested in someone in any capacity, just generally like maybe, oh, that's an interesting person, and someone who has zero, like nothing in that game is being overly themselves just to bring attention to this so that you can be like the balance of it all. You're like, oh, you live in Berlin, I live in Berlin, she also lives in Berlin, and then you kind of, I don't know, I think it's a
You
fun
said he's
thing.
past Neukölln.
He said he's past Neukölln.
Yeah,
Where does he go? To fucking Schöneweide in like a dark alley? What's the...
I think it's a possibility. That's where he
Where do you
finds
go
his
if you're
prey.
past Neukölln?
I don't know. That's what I would like to discover.
I hate that statement. I'm sorry, I hate that statement. Because there's nothing left after that. It's either bougie or... Like, Neukölln is the only part that still has a little bit of grimy culture. I don't
I
know.
think Baumschulenweg is a nice spot. Honestly.
For what though?
It's super creepy, nice architecture. Under the bridge is also nice.
Yeah, but does he just... Like, going out is... Does he perceive going out as a nice location aesthetically and then you just exist there? Do you not need, I don't know, a bartender or like a space or a gallery, something?
He does not drink.
Oh, he doesn't drink. So he just does cat in interesting spaces. Baumschulenweg is super nice to do cat right now.
We didn't really talk about Baumschulenweg. It's my preference after Neukölln.
Right, to go to Baumschulenweg.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I love hanging around people, seeing events and stuff, you know. Yeah, it never
Events
crossed my
happen
mind that
there.
someone would say Baumschulenweg is like, I don't know, for like Athens people, Baumschulenweg would be like, fuck, I can't even find an equivalent. Like where you go to take the tel, like the Foros Athinon or something. I don't know.
What is Tel?
It's like the buses that take you to places in Greece.
Really?
We still use buses heavily. Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty old.
Yeah, but they're more expensive than flights now. Like a
Yeah.
bus to go to
Definitely.
like 3 hours away costs more than my flight back to Berlin. And it's a bus where you're sitting next to old ladies while they're telling you that their niece is engaged to a guy from Pata, and then they need to. It's a fun gig. It's a fun gig.
Okay, I have a question to all of you. Why do you think a person holds a ring in a necklace? I know the
'Cause-
whole Blair and Chuck thing where they are engaged but they don't want to wear the ring, so they're holding
Right.
it as a.
I think because it's a heavy load. If it's the one that rules them all, then you have to have it in a chain.
No,
No, I apologize.
I don't know. I wanted to ask this question.
I actually don't know
but
either. I think maybe.
what does it mean?
Do you guys know why they hold it in a necklace?
No clue.
No, but I found it more hardcore rather than in the hand because it's closer to your breath and your heart, so it's much
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
intense.
I
in a
like
way.
that.
Maybe it entails mysticism.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of like the aesthetic of a ring in a necklace, to be honest. I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
I don't think it has to be like an engagement ring. We're talking about rings and chains generally, right? Or an engagement one.
I mean, I'm not sure if it was an engagement ring.
I don't think
really
it
wanted
is.
to ask him, but then I forgot. I got distracted.
Oh, was he wearing one?
Yeah. he
I'm
was
not.
wearing one like that.
I'm gonna assume he's not engaged.
I'm gonna.
I mean, you
Pray
never know.
for it.
We're gonna pray for it. Okay, should we go to your first song, and then you have a second song, so we can go through the story, if only if you
Sure.
want to. I feel like
Sure.
we've said enough. Baumschulenweg and ketamine are enough for this story.
Baumschulenweg is a totally different thing.
I know, honey. I know, but I'm gonna keep referencing it. Ooh,
I
forever.
love that I'm able to pronounce it, but yeah, we can go to my next song. Should I go and put it on?
No, maybe someone else
Yeah, I'll do it.
could go, just to keep the
The momentum high.
the momentum and the proceedings and the.
Voilà.
Ήρθα να 1992. Γιατί τι λέμε. This is your night, baby.
Am I going to die?
You might. You never know. Do you want to die?
I want to die and then be immortal.
I think if there's one man that could do that, it's probably him.
Yeah, hopefully this is the right one.
Yes, it is the right
Yes,
one.
I guess.
15-minute
Yeah.
repetitive minimalism meets avant-garde.
That was a short run.
Though,
A
yeah.
short trot.
Which part of the night was that?
Oh, the part where we were chased by dogs and guards.
Nice.
So I had to jump off 3 meters.
How did you jump off 3 meters?
Because he was
He
down
was-
there. He wasn't gonna hold me, but he was down there.
So you had to reach him.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I feel like now we're gonna go through what happened next. The part, the music coming now is the tree segment. Yeah. Is that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Who's
the
going?
Song, the song that I'm going to put is like.
Oh, are you next?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get closer to the microphone a little bit?
We can change.
You can
places.
switch spots if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then pull that chair a little bit more to the front.
I am pulling it.
Oh,
Nice. Perfect. And then
Please come.
be careful with the glasses. We got it. Beautiful. Join me here, honey.
so could you hold this?
I need to.
for a second?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, you
don't
can roll a
promise that I'm
cigarette.
not
You
gonna
can.
smoke.
Can
Don't
I
worry.
get from yours?
Yes, you can use my tobacco. So, Fotini, honey.
Hello.
With Fotini, we have there's
Help
a
me.
bigger
Yeah.
picture here. This
Yeah.
you might think this is a podcast, but it's all been staged for one purpose
I'm
only.
here for the life-changing experience.
Life-changing
actually. Can you-
Here at the Lazy Eye, we change lives. Hopefully, once in a while for the better. Rarely it does happen, yeah, but we'll give it a go. Fotini has been blessed with a lot of talent in art, and she's been working as an artist for a long time. She has one of the most beautiful houses I've ever seen in my entire life. But she's been cursed with a last name that no one outside of Greece could pronounce. Or I guess now we've also gotten Azerbaijan, because apparently Firuza could say it comfortably.
I
Yeah.
forgot it.
Stamatalopoulou.
Stamatalopoulou.
Yeah.
Okay, so her last name works only for the Greek market, the Azerbaijani market, and I think that's it. Maybe Armenians would also be down with it. They have like super long names and super complicated. Maybe they would get onto it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's a long name and I need to change it. So
So
help me.
so this podcast, the purpose is to find
It's like an extreme makeover.
yeah,
but
last name
yeah.
edition. Extreme makeover last name
Yeah.
edition. Okay. So
I feel like I need something that is not very an extreme change. I need something that
Right.
can be very natural.
something that's like reminiscent of your actual name.
yeah.
Like not a new identity, right? But you need like we need something that's like fresh and pops off,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like catchy, but it's based on your name, so we don't depart from that too much.
Yeah.
So we can connect it
As
to
a first step, I mean, we can start with something more
Right.
like
right. That makes sense.
stress-free.
And then you can also connect it to your past work, so it's not like Fotini Stamatolopoulou and then now Bougie Badgie, and you're like, oh, is that the same person? Okay.
When
So
I used to be, was studying in America, they used to call me Fotini.
Fotini.
So my name was completely
That's a
different
good-
too.
you
so
could do
it was
UK
like
grime.
Tiny, and like she's so tiny, and she's like Stamatolopoulos. Or
Yeah.
Stamatolopoulos.
Stamatolo. Yeah, because
which was like
yeah, you could do UK grime with faux tiny, faux tiny, bitch.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And I can cut
Yeah,
all my
please.
last name. There's
Yeah.
no Stamatolopoulos.
It can be like F-O and then tiny, and it's like faux tiny,
Tiny.
motherfucker. Do you want to dance a bitch? I'll dance.
That would fit with my song actually.
Yeah.
The one that I'm going to.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but I
we
mean,
have we have your MC name now,
Yeah.
and we need to find your other name as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it weird the thing they do? Because like I think that's like second generation like Greek immigrants, where they don't do the transition from like Stamatolopoulos to Stamatolopoulou,
Yes.
and then yeah, they're like I don't know, like even Adele, like Exarchopoulos.
Yeah.
Like they keep the like male
The male
ending. Not that the female has very good connotations, because it's a little bit like possessive, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have gendered endings with the S?
Yeah, so
Yes.
Stamatilopoulos is her father and Stamatilopoulou is her.
Oh, okay.
So like last names are gendered as well.
Yeah, ours as well. My dad is Rahimov and I'm Rahimova. So.
Rahimova, yeah, Russian last names and Polish as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Despina had a fun idea about how I could change actually my Instagram account name. She proposed that it could be Fo, so that my name is Fo. Matel. So it's
Ooh.
kind of
Fo Matel.
so you
Dot
pick a
Matel.
part of the name and it
That's-
sounds like a bit bourgeois in a way too. And
That is a very like French elegant.
But no Mattel, like the production company that makes Barbie and other. Because
Really?
I found that Mattel, I don't know how it's pronounced.
You could
but
do Matelua.
Yeah. Oh my
What
god.
does that mean in Greek? Is there
What?
meaning?
No,
of the
no,
word
no.
Matel?
No, it just sounds nice. Like
Yeah.
Fo Matel is like a very, yeah,
Sounds like a film thing.
yeah. Like it could be.
Fomapan 400, Fomatel
Yeah.
100. It's the new edition.
Yeah, so it's kind of
I-
sci-fi too. We love it.
The numbers are the light sensitivity. We are not in Pistachio land. We are in
Okay.
the dark room now.
Okay, I apologize. I'm sorry.
No,
You dropped some knowledge, and I thought you were going off places again.
no, I didn't. It's
Um,
385.
Sure. Fo Matel, I like Fo Matel.
I cannot used to it. Get used to it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I like Fo Matel. I think it sounds like super. You could like direct movies as like directed by Fo Matel.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It sounds like a telecom company as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's play your first song,
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll have more answers in our second encounter.
I don't think.
I hope
It's
the,
a bit
the
aggressive.
answers,
Yeah.
are not about the song, but
The song is gonna paint a picture for sure.
Yeah.
The song is
Sorry,
more
guys, I'm
faux
changing-
tiny.
Yeah, I'm changing
than
the
Fo Matel.
vibe. So sorry.
Okay, can someone press
I can
play?
do
What is the song that? Oh, wait. First of all, what was your song that we listened to? We didn't tell.
My song is from Benjamin Liu. It's Ele Avancha. It's a ch, but I don't know how
Ele
it's
Avanch.
supposed to
Okay,
pronounced. Obviously.
we're gonna attach all sorts of things. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna do a track list. Easy for
Alright.
everyone to find. And your song is
It's Clown Sit
Clown Sit
by Baby Nymph.
by Baby Nymph. Are you ready, babes? Okay, let's press play.
Is it the Sophie mix?
No,
Okay.
the original one.
Or we only play original versions here.
No. The Sophie version came out the same period that the original came to.
Mm.
It was before the tragic event, but it's okay.
We don't talk about
Yeah.
it right now.
Too many distractions, not enough actions. Pulling out facts, them. These niggas be acting. At the digital show, we got 'em packed in. Girl in the front row, I see no reaction. Like wow, can't stop shutting them down. Hit like 21 rounds, rockstar serving a crowd. They just telling you now, a girl in every town. Pussy go meow, meow. These bitches be on some clown shit. These bitches be on some clown shit. These bitches be on some clown. I got receipts for anyone asking. I can guarantee we going up the wall. Got me staring at you like I'm Hannibal. I get down and eat you like an animal. I get down and eat you like an animal. I can guarantee we going up the wall. Got me staring at you like I'm Hannibal. I get down and eat you like an animal. I get down and eat you like too many distractions, not enough actions. Pulling out facts, them. These niggas be acting.
We're going for short songs now. I got spoiled by my 8-minute first track.
Despo.
Babes, we're back. Despina in the hot seat. Do we have the paper? No, I
The
think
paper
it
should
might be
come
inside.
back, and the pen is not with me as well. I am so not moving just in
Yeah.
case.
We should have like commercial breaks for this.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know.
guys.
Attach a sponsor or something. Get it together, babes. Nice.
Where's
That's
the pen?
Despina, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Oh yes.
Are you okay? She's gonna write a song. We're gonna give it to our producers inside. Marius, join us again.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's called.
Hmm?
I think that's how it's called.
Okay, we got it. We're gonna figure it out. Nice. So we're back. Despina's in the hot seat. Hi, Despina.
Hi,
Welcome. So nice to have you here. Despina is also an artiste. Are you struggling with your artistic name?
No.
Okay, she's good.
No, I think I found mine. I have two last names, but the
So you
second
keep
one,
using this?
I use the
I
first
put it
one,
there.
which is Sanida, for the more practical administrative things.
When does paperwork?
Yeah, paperwork and or dude work or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the second one, which is Krezia, is like more an elegant.
Of course. When we're
These,
Krezia about a project, we use Krezia. When we have to fill in applications and forms and do tedious work, it's something like that.
Sanida.
Yeah. Is that because your dad works at has the home office and everything is like very organized and
No,
No.
it's based on sound.
it's based on sound? Okay.
Yeah, Sanida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Krezia is playful.
Krezia is like-
Yeah. Krezia is such a playful last name.
Yeah.
I love it.
Does it mean crazy in Greek as well?
No.
No, that's the magic of it. Because otherwise it's a stigma, but now it's kind of like a. Otherwise you're bullied in high school, but this way it's kind of like it's fun and cute. You get all the good with none of the bad.
Sweet.
Nice. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the House of Krezia. So we've kind of all been very attached to that last name because we've seen like a lot of like the playful side of that last name. So we've decided that we're gonna be the House of Krezia. She's gonna be our leader, and then we're gonna do like I don't know. I mean I can't
I mean,
really
everything.
do much. I can cook. I cooked. This is how
Yeah.
we got together. I started cooking today, and I can be the cook of House of Krezia, and just cook and drag, and enjoy myself. And then you bitches can dance and do all the choreographies, and I'll be in the back. Just what if that's the theme of every like ball that the House of Krezia throws? I'm cooking in the background, like on the floor. Just like give me a couple of pans. You're all like voguing and twisting and turning. It's like like the cheerleading teams. There was always like a useless guy with a megaphone. Everyone's doing fucking like pyramids, and he's like, "Yeah, go, yay, yes, good, very good, do it again."
Yeah, but cooking is not useless at all. I think.
It's useful. Yeah, you can feed
Yeah.
people and enjoy yourself if it's.
And we
No,
have
I-
to dance, so we have to eat first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do like amuse bouche every 10 minutes of the choreography, so you get like a little bit of a taste, and then we change. Like this is spicy, and then you do spicy for 10 minutes. Then this is sour.
Paris, can you give us a little sweet?
Yeah, let's do something sweet. Yeah, so I'm in the back just doing amuse bouche just for everyone. Nice. So that's the House of Krezia. I feel like we're gonna get a couple of offers. Only serious offers, please. Nice. So what's your track for the title of the episode? This is the theme of this podcast is always that we like I say the title and then I forget it because it's always weird and complicated in the phrasing. So then I always say it. It's never right. Like I say it 10 times and it's different every time. So I'm not even gonna say it again. I'm just gonna keep, I don't know, reappearing in text throughout this video.
Give it a go, please.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a go.
What's the title of the of this podcast?
The title is No Boundaries.
Oh no.
Music to lose your earrings to drop your earrings to
Yeah.
Drop?
To drop.
drop your earrings to whilst being chased by guards and dogs
And jumping off acropolis.
around Acropolis in a full moon with a vampire in a full moon while he picks them up.
Yes.
I feel like I was too close. I feel like I fucked up worse with titles that had 5 words. So I'm kind of proud of myself here that I managed to pull 20 together. Okay, so what's gonna be your song that matches that shit that I just said? What do you have to offer?
I have to offer something very special.
I have built here tonight something very special for you.
My song is called Sucio y Duro
Yes.
by DJ Sustancia.
So
Which is,
DJ Sustancia.
Nice.
I
Which
love
is
that.
a very hot and Krezia.
Krezia, is it
Track.
reggaeton?
Reggaeton. It's
Okay,
reggaeton.
yeah, we're gonna tell the story of the in our second
Metal
meeting.
reggaeton. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Fo Tiny, you can give it to us. Hit
Hit
it.
it.
Maybe we should dance on this track.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Give it to us, babes. DJ Sustancia.
I am excited about this. I'm excited about this.
Duro, perreo sucio y duro. Duro, duro, perreo sucio y duro. Duro, duro, perreo sucio y duro. Duro, duro, perreo sucio y duro. A ver cómo te explico, llegamos a lo maldito. Esconde a tu puta que ya nos conocimos. Te quiere conmigo, me dijo no te quiere, le gustan las mujeres. Te gusta bien fuerte, no sepa tu drama. Se vino en mi cama, salimos de noche. No te reproches, se puso bien mala. Te robó la plata y la trajo a mi cama. Mucha ketamina, ya no es la misma. No sepa tu drama, se vino en mi cama. Mucha ketamina, ya no es la misma. No sepa tu drama, se vino en mi cama. Mucha ketamina, ya no es la misma. No sepa tu drama, se vino en mi cama. Duro, duro, perreo sucio y duro. Duro, duro, perreo sucio y duro. Duro, duro, como si fuera a matarme, nos vamos para el oscuro. Tócame el culo, duro. Como si fuera sexo a la hora de bailar. Tócame el culo, duro. Que ya nos conocemos, yo soy tu favorita, te robo pa'l muro. Bailame, no se quita, desnúdate en la pista, te quiero encima. Te quiero bien suelto, te traje una perco pa' ver si nos vamos. Nunca de la mano, nunca de la mano.
We're back, more duro than ever. Firuza was Firuza was just mentioning that she'd love to go to a place where it's the full moon every day and just go crazy for a couple of weeks. We're back. I actually enjoy I love like when the moon is kind of like a tiny little sliver. Like I love when it's being like born.
Yeah, I like the new moon as well.
Thank you. Yeah, the
It's
new
not
one.
that I don't love it.
Okay.
I just like the full moon more.
I get it. I'm with you.
It has more impact.
Yes.
More impact. We love
And
high
when-
impact stuff.
When it's the
Optimal, soft, high impact.
when it's like Friday 13th full moon and your period comes on that day, you're fully together with Satan. I guess.
Amazing.
Has that happened to you?
Yes, that has happened.
Because
to
it sounded too specific
Yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah,
like
that
I'm
happened.
still waiting for it. Maybe one day.
Yeah, it was like
What
2
did-
years ago in September.
What did you do that day?
I got really drunk first. I went to the first drag show I've ever been to.
That's a good day to do it.
Yeah, it was insane. And then I was really mad at a bunch of guys, and then I was just screaming the truth because the
Screaming the truth.
yeah
That's
screaming the
the quote of House Krezia is screaming the truth.
Yes.
and then because I was a drunk girl, they were like, "Oh, she's just being crazy," and then yeah, it wasn't a great night. It ended up horribly. I don't want to talk about it.
I love the turn.
Yeah, after that it went just down.
I mean, the information you gave us on that night would be enough for me to to assume that it wasn't the best night ever. Full moon, Friday 13th on your period.
But it felt great to just
Sounds-
scream and scream the truth. That's all.
Marius, how about you?
Have you ever got
listening.
your period at that
I'm
day?
listening carefully.
Okay, we're back. We're here with Marius. That was a nice little side. Oh, she's loud. Let's take her down a little bit. I apologize. I think she might have clipped. Anyway, what's left of that little clipping? Marius. So Marius, I think we should also like attach, if you want to, like everyone's social, because like you show me some of the stuff you're doing right now, all together, and it looks beautiful. And I think our wide array of listeners would love to come into that world, dozens at a time.
Yeah, no promo, but like
No promo, but no promo, no problem.
no promo, no problem. But like we're working on a sick project right now. Seriously.
No, I can vouch for that.
No, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't talk about something that I'm working solo.
Right, it's not a solo project. We should clarify. He's not an
Like
asshole.
that,
No, no,
exactly, yeah.
He's just admiring other
Exactly.
people's.
So the fact that Fotini and Despina are part of it, they make it look good, basically. They make it good, basically.
Yeah, it's
So,
also
yeah.
like the joy of having an idea and then other people making it better than it was.
Yeah, truly.
Nice. So how did you get into sculpting and visual arts?
Maybe I'm the worst person to talk about myself, but it was an accident. I don't know. I kind of like
Life is filled with happy accidents.
yeah, I kind of like started working with performative stuff, and then it kind of like grew into me, and then I kind of like started working with objects and materials and stuff. So yeah, I mean,
How?
Nice.
Where is the accident?
I mean, where's the accident, Marius?
why are you putting me on the spot?
Where's the
You
poop?
just fell inside a whole pool of resin, and then you were like, "Oh, I can actually do things."
I can
while-
sculpt it into something.
Yes.
No, but I mean, it's the same way that like, I don't know, you never expect, because also like sculpting and performance are not things that you would assume as a kid. Like, oh, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna use material and performative arts, and like that's a thing that takes time for it to
Yeah.
like come into your life. So I guess it's an accident in the way that he managed to take like different things that not everyone assumes could go together and merge them into something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, the accident was like, I as a starting point, there was like the performance or like the body kind of work, and then the accident happened when I started mixing objects and like different materials into it. So this is how it kind of like grew basically. So yeah, I don't know.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna attach everyone's like social
Handles and
media
stuff.
of your
Okay, yeah.
choosing or whatever, and then you can look it up for yourselves. Nice. So Marios, what are you bringing to this full moon?
Yeah, I'm bringing something like so part of the process of like making like part of the making process, or like a big thing about it is the fact that it's quite therapeutic.
Come a little bit closer because I
It's
feel like
not-
we're getting
yeah.
interference. Yeah.
Oh, also the video is like so.
Oh, that way happens. Continue. We got
So
it.
yeah, I was just saying that big part of it is like the fact that it's therapeutic. The whole process of actually making and like putting your hands into something and like making something out of nothing.
Right. The one
So-
time that I tried to fix something and did not succeed, even the effort, I was like, I almost fixed something with my own hands. I almost made something and then it fell apart. But
Exactly, and that's exactly the idea, that you actually kind of like make something, or like, I don't know. It's not that you actually do something like a perfect thing, but you actually experimenting, and like by experimenting you actually create something out of nothing. So yeah.
Right, yeah, I bet that's like a super fun process. I wish I could get into it a little bit more. I tend to avoid like things that are very practical, just meaning that you have to like have full contact with them. But every time I do, I really enjoy it. Like there's something a little bit more, because with everything else, it's a little bit of a thing that you do once or you record once and then it kind of stays like that. But then when you're like molding something with your hands and you like see it happen and then you fuck up and touching the material, it feels like there's a different connection to what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think you really have to be super concentrated on it for a while, at least for the first try. So you need some kind of initiation.
Well, I think the initiation is always the issue. I think that's where a lot of like the like getting better as an artist that like paints or does like sculpting is knowing how to start something is more. I think that a lot of people have a sort of can take something somewhere, but not a lot of people can start from 0 and go to someplace
Yeah.
interesting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And also it's like important that you're not doing like calculated steps towards something,
Right.
but you actually embrace the whole process of actually building something, almost as if you're actually doing something that is not significant at all, but you're just embracing the fact that you're actually doing something in this moment, as if you're like similar to like the ritual of like washing rice before you cook it.
Yes.
Kind of
There's-
this kind of meditative therapeutic process.
Right, and I think also like a lot of people's frustration stems from the fact that like if someone paints for the first time, I think it's such a purely like frustrating thing because you're only aiming towards something and never using an idea. Like it's things where like you've been built up to like expect a result and everyone tries to go to the result and then you can never go to the result unless you kind of travel a little bit, and it's just so frustrating
Yeah.
when you don't know what you're doing. You're like, I want to make a table out of wood, and then you're like, okay, this looks like a penis again. I've made 5 penises. Why can I not make a table? Is there something wrong with me?
So yeah, so after all, it's all about, it's more, I mean, about being basically, as opposed to creating.
Oh my god. I feel like Is this enough culture for you? Are you happy now? Okay. Shall we go to music?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we
I
have it
should.
ready? Can someone...
Yes, it's in my hands.
Nice.
Oh.
Ayla?
I am alright.
In Greek we say Partaios.
Yeah.
How they say in Crete. Oh.
I hope she finds the track.
Yeah, I think we should have someone have it on the window ready to go, and then we only hit play, so we don't have to sit through the YouTube search.
Yeah. Listen to the YouTube search.
Isn't it? I might jinx it, but there's a cat here that loves to talk, and she has been enjoy the music. So we're back. We were just discussing how I guess the theme of every podcast is like dips and peaks, and it's always like from reggaeton to ambient to techno. I jinxed it. I ended. Yes, there she is. The last thing I said before this track, where I was interrupted, was the cat that always talks, that hasn't talked for an hour, and there she is. We're back. We're going through a second round of songs. I'm gonna play mine last, I guess. So we're gonna start from Firuza again. Yes, there she is. Okay. Also, Firuza said, "Can someone die from oversharing?" during that, like the last song, which is gonna be the title of our next Lazy Eye podcast, which is gonna be the last Lazy Eye podcast. Just FYI. So Firuza, what can you tell me about? Get a little bit closer, because I feel they're hearing me like in their heads and everyone else as an ether. Thank you.
I'll be here dropping
here.
towards you.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Drop.
melt like my candle under the sun for 2 weeks.
Under the full moon.
Αλλά πολύ,
Okay.
πολύ cool.
Honey, what can what? Okay.
Τέτοια, δεν μου
Okay.
άρεσε
Reboot.
κανείς.
So what can you tell me about? In your own words, you've been in Athens for 2 days. Last night was intense. Tell me whatever you want. I don't want to force you into anything. Tell me whatever you can. You can even use metaphors or old wives' tales. You can do whatever you want. Tell me a little bit. Just give me a little context.
But what do you want me to say?
Anything you
have
wanna.
to give me a tiny.
If you want to
little-
talk about last night and the inspiration for the title, you're most welcome. If you don't want to talk about last night and the inspiration for the title, then we can talk about, I don't know, you can talk about your last week in Berlin or getting to Athens or anything.
The interesting thing is, he wanted to make sure what the earrings looked like before looking for them, so that it has enough quality to whatever look for them.
I think that was the moment that I was like, if there's a compatibility test, that was the moment that Firuza was like, oh, I respect this person now.
Yeah, I mean, I am always surprised by the fact that people who might like each other or might become good friends just strangely interact in a way. But I think this is the space for it now if we are in a Cronenberg movie extra situation.
Do not talk about that. That's top secret information.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't know
I feel like I'm gonna
that.
get letters.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
Cronenberg is doing something in some country in the world. He's a.
Who's
I think I think he plays bouzouki
Yeah.
for an ensemble. Chronoveris.
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 But
He
it's
pl-
on the internet. Like,
Is it? I guess.
it's on the internet. I researched it after.
We can, what is it, neither confirm or nor deny any information on a movie.
I
Anyway.
am sorry.
Oh no, honey, don't apologize.
About that.
Of
but
course not.
Can I talk about the cigarette burn?
Oh yes, if you were to meet a director that has nothing to do with our lives right now,
Yeah.
Do you know the song that I'm gonna put on?
I haven't read it. No.
Do
Do
you
I
know
know?
the Squirrels?
You said the yeah. No
Only
lovers.
Lovers Left Alive soundtrack. They took it off Spotify for a couple of months, and I was kind of having panic attacks looking for it. Like, how did it disappear? And then they put it back, and it just appeared on my feed for in a matter of weeks, I think.
Love that for you.
But how do you think this happens? Like, seriously, how do you randomly talk to someone on the streets and then something drops off your bag and then you start talking about that shit and that's been on their mind and it's been on your mind forever? How do you think that shit happens?
I mean, I think there's more to chemistry than just good communication. Because there's a part of the people that you're attracted to, even in a silly way, that it's more than just aesthetics and energy. There's something there. Like I feel like we probably notice so many things subconsciously about a person that then they appear in actions, but it's a thing that I could have guessed having seen him for a second and having heard a couple of the things he said. Right, like we notice so many things, but then we just focus on the three easy conscious ones. But chemistry is like always like super deep in ways, and we notice a lot of things that we just don't keep them all in front of our heads, but then it's there.
Can you smell the ketamine of their pheromones?
I mean, wait a second. He was calling someone. Before I even met him. He was calling someone, and someone said, "Who do you think they're calling?" And I said, "Ketamine." And I hadn't even met him yet. We know these things. If you've lived in Berlin for more than, I don't know, a couple of years, you notice ketamine people everywhere. I don't know. There's a lot. So I guess it's like it can be super weird, and not to rationalize everything, because I hate to rationalize everything. A lot of it is kind of like the magic and there's something beautiful and spiritual about it. But there's also so many things that we notice about people that we just don't take into account until they happen in a certain action, I guess.
I've turned into such a bimbo in the past 3 years that my Myers-Briggs changed. I was a T and then I turned into an F because I'm gonna just not think about it in a more rational way. I'm just telling my brain to stop, and then I'm gonna go off the Wonderland, whatever.
The pistachio land.
I don't want to go to Pistachio Land. Like seriously, Pistachio Land is the nostalgic, a bit scary, but
It is a little bit
lovely
scary.
land.
Yeah, to give the people a little bit of context, Pistachio Land is what we call when Firuza goes to a place that only she can understand the context of what's happening, which happens quite often, and it's super sweet and endearing. And we've named it Pistachio Land because I think you were telling a story about pistachios that made us fucking just lose it, like we didn't know what was happening.
But you didn't understand the pistachio story?
Please don't say it again. No, please say it again at some point. I need to hear that story again. I think it was just so out of context that we were just like left in awe of your ability to go there.
But it's the feeling of techno to me.
The feeling of techno is pistachios.
No,
Like-
it's not pistachios.
Okay.
It's the used gum that I ate but thought that was a pistachio. It went too long, it wasn't a lovely taste, there was just a little bit sprinkles of pistachio inside the packaging, and then it was just a used gum that
Okay, for
Went
example,
on
if
repetitively.
anyone can decrypt the logical version of the pistachio story that you just said, please email us or comment, because I'm lost again. I love you. I'm sorry. It's just that story will never make sense to me, no matter how rational you make it. It's always just gonna be Pistachio Land.
alright.
Okay.
I will not try anymore.
Anyway, okay. Should we go to the track?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is
Let's
someone
go.
inside? Okay. Can someone? It's ready. Take it away, honey. Take it away.
Yes. I want to shoot Only Lovers Left Alive 2 in Istanbul at this point if I could steal.
With that man, I know. I would too.
My head is spinning around.
So that was the soundtrack to Only Lovers Left Alive. It's called The Funnel of Love, right?
Yes, it's funnel. And the thing is, when you put a funnel upside down to your head as a hat,
Yeah.
you're a crazy person in Pistachio Land. And I think this makes a lot of sense
It does.
to
Is
be
it?
called Funnel of Love.
It does. It's also like a tinfoil hat made solid.
But then it's 5G.
A funnel is 5G. Tinfoil is 4G, and the funnel is 5G.
I think love stories need conspiracy theories inside them somehow.
They do.
So we have the Twilight situation. But yeah,
I'm
I want
gonna-
honey melting inside the funnel. I have the feeling. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I love this. I cannot follow any of your stories.
I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. Fotini, welcome back. I didn't.
I changed my name. It's Fo, actually.
It's for. I
If you
apologize.
remember.
And I also have a second MC name. You have Fo Tiny, and I also have Fo Mellow.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
Nice.
Fo Mellow.
From her last name.
Yes, Stamatis. No, yeah.
Mellow.
Oh.
Stamatis.
Nice.
Fo Mellow.
Yeah, I like it.
Or if it's an MC name, it's Fo Mellow, and if it's artistic, it's Fo Mellow.
Okay.
I
I
like
prefer
this better than Matel.
the first one. Like,
What was the
In-
first one?
Firuza
Fo.
Matel.
oh no, the Fo
Matel.
mellow, but in an
Fo mellow.
artistic way. I
Okay,
mean,
Fo mellow. I mean, Fo Mellow is cute. I feel like I didn't think we were gonna solve the entire problem
Yeah,
with a
obviously.
5-minute thank you, but I think we've made important steps.
Yeah, no.
Same next week, same time.
Yeah, I feel so relieved.
You can sit in that chair. They have like in this living room. There's like the most iconic like psychiatrist chair that like you can sit there and just ready for a session. Nice. Should we? Do you want to like each go? Because also you have to shoot tomorrow. Everyone's a little bit tired. Should we just go through all of our songs, and kind of
Yeah.
end it here? I feel like we've.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll do
Sounds
a couple.
good, yeah.
We'll do a couple of whatever, but check-ins in the middle. But maybe we could all just play our songs,
Mm-hmm.
end it like this. I feel like this was lovely. Okay, so do we have
Yeah.
okay, Fo Mellow's song ready? Hit it, girl, hit it.
Oh my god.
Yo tengo una gata que le
And
gusta mi
it's
trotti.
okay.
Yo tengo una gata que le gusta mi trotti, le gusta mi trotti. Yo tengo una gata que le gusta mi trotti, le gusta mi trotti. Yo tengo una gata que le gusta
Perreíto contra la pared. Perreíto,
Yo tengo una gata
perreíto contra la pared. Perreíto
Yo tengo una gata
contra la pared. Contra la pared.
Yo tengo una gata que le gusta
Contra la pared.
That was lovely. Like Fotini gave us a little bit of
Yeah.
a background, but you're gonna have to figure it out for yourselves. If you ever find the song, I guess it's hard
Yeah,
to
you
find.
should try and find Chico Sonido on YouTube. You might not
Nice.
find Perito Scooby Doo if you try. Because the track is called Perito Scooby Doo.
I love that. Also, we should explain the reggaeton phase
Yeah.
that has come to the surface. So apparently, like, there was this, I don't know, like reggaeton commercial thing,
Yeah,
and
come through, baby.
come here, baby. And no, we're talking
The
about
superstar.
Yeah, the superstar. We've talked about it lately a lot because it was like such a fun thing where like there's a commercial and there's a reggaeton song. So like you can guess that I guess like I don't know 150 dance schools that do like hip hop and reggaeton and stuff applied for that commercial. And then you did like a badass weird video with Despina just going crazy with
Just
weird
being a punk.
being a punk and interpreting
doing reggaeton.
interpreting reggaeton for the postmodern thing that it
Yeah.
should be appreciated as.
Yeah.
And they got it, so it's been now like we're reggaeton fans. Our alliance is renewed with that genre.
Yeah.
That's why we've been blasting reggaeton lately. Do we have the next track? Let us move it along.
So have you shot the commercial yet, or it's
Yeah, we saw it. And it's going to be out next week probably.
what is
Wow.
the commercial for?
It's for Movement Radio, which is a web radio in Athens, and we're doing different posts for Instagram. There's different
You know when someone I turn the lights down. Baby girl, take off your nightgown. No break, we don't need no time out. Just lie down, you're too loud, baby, quiet down. I am man, see the way I lay my pipe down. Jump on top, girl, spin the background. Me no go lie, that's what me like, grab it and wine, rock up your spine like wiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Girl, don't stop, move back just a little bit. Pop it, lock it, drop it, rock it. Girl, don't stop it, pop it, lock it, wiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Girl, don't stop, move back just a little bit. Pop it, lock it, drop it, rock it. Girl, don't stop it, pop it, lock it. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine.
Pretty face with the East African back. When I pull up on you, it's a wrap. Nowadays, everybody want me on the track. If you want me on the track, gonna cost a couple racks. How you feel? How you feel? Used to be a snack, I'm a 3-course meal. You can have it all, but you can't split the bill. Good food, then it's popping at the sill. Keep it real. Wanna buy me like a genie, waist teeny. New girl wanna be me, she love preemie. You saw me on the TV, don't wanna G me. I've been a bite from time like Prissy and Dee Dee. Kill 'em with the wine, push up from behind, nearly buck off the spine. Bend it in time like it's 9:30. When I back it up, fuck it up non-stop. Boy, you know it's on top, anytime I'm on top.
Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine. Kill it with the wine, kill it with the wine. Girl, you look fine when you kill it with the wine.
We back, and Marius is gonna play his song. This is always the case. Like the first half of No Boundaries is always like 10 minutes talk, 5 minutes song. 10 minutes talk, 5 minutes talk. And then by the mid,
It's like-
and then by the end, it's just here's 5 tracks and good night. Marius, whenever you're ready. Da-ba-bum-bee-bing-bum.
And we have our totem here.
Mm.
Totem.
Here we go. Okay, and we're back. And we're gonna play the last song and say goodbye. This was a really nice. I haven't done a podcast in a while because it's been the last 2 months. I've done like 2 podcasts or something, and I used to do one every week. So it's been very erratic, and my very devout audience is very angry. But this was lovely. This was really, really nice. I really wanted to do one in Athens somehow, like in a situation like this. And it was so much fun. Despina is otherwise engaged with the cat. My guests are very non-responsive, making me feel like I just put them through hell.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I was waiting for my cue. Sorry.
Yeah, I've trained them very well to be like, don't talk during the. Right? Was it fun? Yay! Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
It was very
Are you
fun.
gonna
Thank you.
put out the gun out of the objective
Was it fun?
Was
Yes.
it fun?
Yes.
No, it was super fun, and thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you for being
Oh, yeah.
here. Thank you for being here at someone else's house where I can record where I can self-indulge piece of shit that makes everyone like, yeah, we're gonna do a podcast now.
And thank you for the cooking.
My
session,
pleasure.
actually.
My
Fish
pleasure.
broth.
Fish broth, bitch.
Love of my life.
Anyone has
Can I
any?
get the recipe for the
You can have everything, honey.
broth, please?
Yes,
For the
yes,
soup.
yes, it's
Thank
all
you.
yours. Does anyone have any parting words?
Thanks for listening to my bullshit. If you've made it through, like seriously.
I feel like you should say it at the end of every night.
Don't I say that? I usually
do. You usually
and then
do.
I usually ask if I not bored you,
She
but
really
annoyed you. Just some reassurance.
She really does. She knows that she's always interesting, but she's not always sure if she's too much. So I've gotten a lot of like messages the morning after, and it's like, hey, I just want to apologize in case the things that happened last night were too much, or like if I was annoying. It's very endearing. It's very sweet. So yeah, this was No Boundaries, a show with music that knows no boundaries, as you know this from the reggaeton and ambient shit, with a host that clearly needs some. Okay, this was a blast. I'm gonna play my last song, and we're gonna say bye-byes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have everything. There's gonna be like track list underneath and info and Instagrams.
Should I go
And-
click? Is it
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Let's go
Okay.
click. Let's say bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, bro. تعلم ده. Okay, and that's the final song.
I remember one time. Like
Like